Hey, my name's Kat, Perfectly Imperfect Yogis, yoga for self-love, and this is my Yoga Nidra for deep relaxation. It can also be used for sleep, but it's just a really nice way to overcome some of those stress and anxieties that we might build up during the day. So we've all been to those places where there's overwhelm, maybe insomnia, tossing and turning, and whether it's stress from work that's filling your head or one of the 90,000 thoughts that whip through our minds every day, 70,000 of them we've actually thought before. It might be daily ruminations, videos that just replay over and over in the head and just won't leave us in any peace whatsoever. When we don't get sleep, our life becomes unnecessarily tougher. So that's where Yoga Nidra comes in. So Yoga Nidra is a state of consciousness that exists between the wake and asleep states, and it's typically induced by a guided meditation, which is where I come in. You won't be left alone, you'll be guided through the Yoga Nidra by me. So it's a practice that brings stillness to the entire body, lets that feeling of heaviness lure you into a deep and restful relaxation. So Yoga Nidra is for everyone, because all you have to do is literally lay still. The benefits of Yoga Nidra go far beyond stress relief. It's profound relaxation. And it actually moves you towards a meditation practice. So if you don't have a meditation practice in your daily at the moment, it can be a really nice way to find out what that might look like for you and what things might move you into that practice. How do you get settled? How do you find that respite from your daily mental action? So as we move into that Yoga Nidra, we start to feel that sensation of calm and connect into some stillness and find that contentedness and space, a little bit of clarity, and eventually finding that place where we can own our own happiness. And we do that by stilling the mind and finding that space and quiet. So just like our yoga practice, Yoga Nidra doesn't need very much. You can actually do it on your own. Sometimes it's just really nice to have somebody else talk you through that and help you on the way. So that's where I come in. So it doesn't need much, just you and your breath, but there are a few things that can make it a little bit more comfortable. So if you're going to do a Yoga Nidra for sleep, obviously a bed is a really great place to start. But if you're doing a Yoga Nidra for relaxation and you are actually going to get up and do something at the completion of the Nidra, then my advice to you would be to set up your yoga mat in a quiet space, maybe a pillow for the back of the head. You might like to grab a cushion, and you can elevate the knees so that you give a little respite to the lower back and take the pressure off there, and it just makes being on the mat a little bit more comfortable for that extended period of time. You could also use a pillow underneath the head, or use this to prop the knees up if you don't have a bolster. The next thing is to have a blanket. This is recycled batik sarong from Bali, and I love this blanket, and it's one of those things that brings me to a happy place. And so having something that you know that the body or the subconscious mind knows is going to take you to a restful place can be a really helpful thing. There's a beautiful security in knowing that there's a blanket over you and protecting you from the outside world, from the elements, so to speak. You can also grab an eye mask, so whether that's your regular in-flight eye mask, or maybe you have something that's a little bit more unique for you, maybe a lavender pillow, something that you've had in the fridge if you live in hot weather. It can be a really cooling sensation for the eyes. So feel free to use any of those. All you've got to do is make yourself as comfortable as possible. So find your space, whether that's your mat on the floor or your bed for deep relaxation and sleep, and get comfy, set yourself up, and let's enjoy our Yoga Nidra. Namaste.